So you've probably seen some booktubers recently making their own reading goals and resolutions videos for 2015, and I am just gonna join in and make my own. So I have 5 resolutions and I'm interested to see if I will stick to them, because I never really do, usually. So we'll see. Okay. So I read a grand total of 36 books in 2014, which, considering the first like 5-6 months of the year I wasn't really doing any reading because I was doing my degree, isn't that bad. I think I read most of those books in the last 6 months of the year, so that's okay, right? So I'm thinking we can beat that. I can easily read 40 books. 40 books is my Goodreads challenge this year, but I have read 50 books in a year before and I'd really like to do it again, so that's my aim, and I'm pretty sure I can do that. I'm gonna have a lot of time to read this year, I think, so that's number 1. And number 2 is a list that Raylene at Padfoot and Prongs 07 and Dylan at Dylan Books both talked about in their reading goals videos. There are 50 different kind of books that you need to tick off to complete the challenge. I thought it was really fun. It's got really interesting challenges to fulfill, like a book published this year and a book that became a movie. Some are really easy, some are much more difficult. For example, a book written by an author with your same initials, and mine are PW. So actually, if you know any books by an author that have the initials PW, let me know and then I can find it and read it and fulfill the challenge! I think it just looks really fun and it'll be really satisfying ticking off all the different ones that you've done. I've already ticked off a book set in a different country. Woohoo! As some of you may already know as well, there are 2 TBR projects that are currently going on this year. There is Project TBR, which is run by Ben at Benjamin of Tomes, my very good pal, and there is 0x16, which is run by lots of different booktubers as well. I was originally going to take part in both, but I think realistically 0x16 is going to be very, very difficult for me to do. I have 50 books on my TBR, so it probably is possible for me to read all those books this year, but I'm never going to stop buying books. I have like 5 books on their way to me now in the post, so I'm probably just going to be trying to reduce the number of books that I buy and just reading the books on my TBR and trying to get it down as low as possible. So those are my 2 main reading goals. My third goal is more related to YouTube, or is about YouTube. I would love to just branch out and make videos that I'm more excited about and videos that are actually challenging and that I'm really satisfied with. Not that I'm not satisfied with my regular videos like wrap-ups and stuff. I love making them. I think they're really fun. I'm not going to stop. But I'd love to just get some variety in there, and I just hit myself in the face. Some people have actually expressed interest in seeing some videos to do with my illustration, and one is actually in the pipeline. I'm making one at the moment. Hooray! So that's already being done. So the last 2 resolutions are more real life resolutions. I never make New Year resolutions. It's not something I do. It's not really something I enjoy, but I feel like these 2 resolutions are just really good ones to have in life generally. So the first one is to keep saying yes to everything. Like, every opportunity that comes about, just say yes to it. Unless it's a really dangerous, stupid offer, then I'll say no, but still, say yes, I think it was in the last 6 months of 2014 I just said to myself, I'm gonna start saying yes to everything that I'm asked to or offered or whatever, and I met so many people because of it, and I had so many fun experiences, and I actually got to meet 2 of my favourite YouTubers last year because I went out of my way to go to events at YouTube, and it was just so great, and I was so glad that I went. And the last one is to just go on social media less. That's kind of difficult because I am a YouTuber and YouTube is a social media, but I need to stop passing my time by just checking Twitter and checking Facebook when I don't need to. I get nothing out of it and it's a time waster, and stop eating so many crisps, but that's not going to happen. That's not an official resolution. So those are my resolutions for this year. Hope that you enjoyed this video, and let me know how many books you want to read this year, or if you're doing any other reading bingo or reading challenges that you have found. I would love to know, and thank you for watching. I very much appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Bye!
Harry raised his wand. Now's the moment to do it.
Harry raised his wand and what we do! And now I'm gonna jump on that bandwagon. I made